Welcome back to Arc Salt Lake. We cover authentic, relevant, and community stories, and FanX is big in the community right now.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about it. Just around the corner from here, that's where it's happening. There are a lot of famous authors as well at FanX. Several of them are Utahns as well.
And we have Emily and John Goodwin here with Galaxy Press to talk about a big contest. I guess people think it's Comic-Con, it's comic books, it's movies, it's celebrities, but there's a big author turnout.
Yeah. It's the biggest. We do a lot of shows throughout the United States, and this is our favorite show. I mean, it's amazing. We sell more books here. There's more readers in Utah, and so that's very appropriate that Utah is the biggest number of winners of our contests per capita of any place in the world.
Yeah. So we run a big international writing and illustration contest called Writers and Illustrators of the Future. We started in 1983 by L. Ron Hubbard. And every year we have new winners. We publish 12 authors, 12 illustrators. And like he said, we've had more winners per capita from Utah than anywhere else. And we have a
42
saying,
actually, yeah.
We have a saying
that you can discover your next favorite author or artist with this contest.
Okay. Yeah.
Some of the notable names of the judges who are connected with, affiliated with Writers of the Future are Utahns. So like you've got Brandon Sanderson, you've got Orson Scott Card, the author of Ender's Game. Yeah. There's Brian Hales, who's a local artist who's been very, very successful. And then Dave Wolverton, who passed away a few years ago, but he actually won the contest earlier on, and he was a coordinating judge for a while. But they're all, from Utah. I met and spoke with Brandon as a guest instructor at BYU, and then I also, invited him up to. And we've had so many different, like I said, winners speaking here at FanX that it's been, for us, it's been an amazing amount of success we've had as a convention goer to be able to see here.
Let's talk about those genres, science fiction, fantasy. We're only dealing with those, is that right?
Yeah, for the contest is just science fiction and fantasy. It's speculative fiction, it's, it's fun. We're talking FanX, it's all that. That's the genre of the show, so it fits right in with FanX, so yeah.
And the thing with science fiction and fantasy is that you can discuss topics, you can discuss issues that you can't otherwise do. So science fiction and fantasy is known for being embracive of everything. So you can tackle any subject and go into it, which is what's really good here. So we've had winners from all over the spectrum, talking about whatever the subject is. And so what makes our contest even more special is that it's free to enter, it's open to anybody, it's not professional, and it's 4 quarterly contests. So you submit your story, you upload it, and all the judges ever see is a number and your story, or a number and your art. And we're not part of the judging process at all, so it's only the judges that actually do the judging. And because it's free to enter, and because all they ever see is the work itself, it levels the playing field. And so because of the quality of education, I think it's because of that in Utah, we have more winners. It's amazing. There's so many, what I love is there's so many families that come by. Yesterday, first day of the show, families that come by and moms and with their kids, they're like, okay, what do you want to read? And it's heartening.
That is
it's
good
so
to hear.
heartening.
And then you, with Galaxy Press, there's a good chance that these authors may be published.
Yeah, well, we do. Each of the winners, every year we publish 12 writers and 12 illustrators. So there's an anthology that's the L. Ron Hubbard Presents Writers of the Future. We're about to publish volume 42. That's the next one coming up. So, you have a few more days to get...
Write that book.
Write that book, get it submitted. You can submit it, it's free to enter. And when you do get published, you actually maintain the rights to your work. So it's one of those, like, it's too good to be true, but after 42 years, it is true.
Yeah, and so with that, what's really great, too, with FanX is because Dan Farr is such a good ally of the contest, we're given extra space at our booth where we're able to bring in winners. And so we have half a dozen Utah winners that are sitting at the booth, and so they're given professional badges. They can sell their books or their art there, and we arrange it so they keep 100% of whatever they sell. So it's just we provide a space for them.
And they give advice to future writers.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they give advice to
And they
future
encourage.
writers, and they autograph books over there. So if you make it out to FanX this weekend, you can come over, meet your new favorite authors, and get a book signed while you're at it.
Well, you both talked up Utah, certainly.
Yes.
Thank you for doing that. What is it about the talent here in Utah?
We say there's something in the water. We don't know. I think there's a lot of good education here, a lot of colleges, a lot of schools. People are educated, I think, and they reach for the arts. So there's a lot of So
play with fantasy and sci-fi.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent here.
Yeah, it's encouraged that people do read, and so I just see it more here than so. That's the only thing I can surmise is like there's a lot of recognition of the importance of reading and having literacy and education, so you can then make your own decisions and like things get better.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stories out there. Certainly there are the well-known names, certainly, but a lot of lesser-known names are putting out really good works, right?
Yeah, we got Mark Leslie Lefebvre is one of our judges who's at our booth, and he was in charge of the Canadian Booksellers Association. He created one of the main alternates to Amazon called Kobo, and he loves writing dark fantasy and humorous dark fantasy. He's just a fun guy. So he's here. We also have Echo Chernick, who's the coordinating judge for Illustrators of the Future. She's here, and she'll give lots of advice to aspiring illustrators. The one thing that people need to understand is and if you've got friends that are writers and artists, it's a very introverted type of a life that you have because you're just there. It's between you and your keyboard or you and your paintbrush, type thing, and so. Is for reason, I'm not good enough. I'll never be good enough. And it's all that self-doubt. Yeah. And so you need something that can kind of like, come on, you can do it. So when we say, look at, the judges will never see your name unless you are a winner. Oh, okay, they're worried about, they're going to think I'm really awful. I don't want them to think me as I'm still growing. And they never get to a point where they're like, I got this. So when you enter the contest, you're able to just submit and get your work. And if you've got somebody else that wants to do it, but they're afraid, encourage them, submit to the contest. The worst that will happen is that you get an email saying, thank you very much, please resubmit. That's the absolute
do it again
worst.
Next year. Yep.
Yeah.
John and Emily, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And have fun.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. And I recommend you go to writersofthefuture.com. Everything we talked about is on there.
Yeah.
Everything on that website is free.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Writersofthefuture.com.
Thank you.